Hello, Colts Nation, and what's up, No Horsing family? Welcome back to another episode of the No Horsing Around podcast. As always, I am one of two dudes talking Colts. I'm one of your hosts, Stephen Burton. And on today's episode, we're going to kind of take a second. We're going to talk about the elephant in the room coming out of the preseason week one against the Bills, which was Sam Ehlinger and how he looked. A lot of people are talking about, is he a QB1? Is he this? Is he that? And I don't really want to talk about that. We're going to kind of take a different perspective on it and try to kind of twist this into a way. But before we get to that, you guys, as always, please like, share, subscribe, comment. We love the comments. The season so far has been amazing, and we're only one preseason game in. Y'all really showed out during week one. We appreciate that. We can't wait to talk to you guys leading up to the next game this following week, this upcoming week, and kind of dropping some really cool things as we go. We got some really fun things that we're going to discuss too coming up. But let's kind of just jump right in. Topic of conversation today is Sam Ehlinger. A lot of talk of how he looked. You guys saw it in our instant reaction. He got a game ball from my boy Zach for how he played. He was basically running for his life, right? But the question in regards to this one is, what is his ceiling? I am not saying, I want to clarify, I'm not saying, oh, he's the future QB1. He's QB1 in waiting. What is his legitimate ceiling? What can he be? Is he a high quality backup? Is he a potential starter? Or is he a practice squad guy? That's kind of the question we have laid out. I mean, when we look over his history, right? Late round pick. But let's compare him to one Jacob Eason, who was drafted several years ago, that's no longer with the Colts. When the Colts drafted him, Ballard said, let's not crown anybody yet. Let's not crown him the Messiah. We don't know what he's going to be like. And he didn't really did his best to stamp things down with Eason, right? Then you have Ehlinger get drafted, and they're like, man, we love his leadership. We love what he does. We love everything about him. We were excited to get him. Then let's also combine what Irsay has said, is that in the ideal world, you hit on a late round pick at quarterback that you don't have to pay a lot of money. Like, that's the idea, right? And then we go into last season after that. And obviously he's injured. Zach, very well known, said he felt he was going to beat Eason out for the backup job last season. And he really did. Eason got traded off, or Eason got cut, and he was gone, boom, boom, boom. And Ehlinger, when he was healthy, he came in as the backup. So fast forward through the season, he plays, sparingly. And he comes in, he's back this year. He's healthy in camp. We have Matt Ryan, we have Nick Foles, and we have Sam Ehlinger. And y'all know that in the instant reaction, my feeling was that Nick Foles looked horrible. Horrible. And go back last year, too, when everyone was talking, when Carson Wentz was out about signing Nick Foles. And I was adamantly against it because I felt like he had never proven really much of anything. And coming out of the first preseason game, not overreaction, but maybe a little bit of an overreaction. He did not, in my opinion, he did not look good. Ehlinger looked good, but he's also playing against people who are playing for jobs, people who are bottom of the roster people. I get all of that. But what's his ceiling? What can he actually be? Could he be a person that sits behind, maybe takes that backup role this year from Nick Foles? Could he be a person who sits behind Matt Ryan for, the next 2 years? Let's say Matt plays for this year and another in the following year, and then he decides he's going to hang it up. Is he the guy that can be groomed to potentially do that? And I want to press it that the reason I asked this question is not, can he be QB1? How would you feel if the Colts don't draft a quarterback next year in a loaded class? But also, let's assume that the Colts have a really, really solid year. Playoff, they're picking late. You're never going to be up high enough to get a CJ Stroud or a Bryce Young, right? You're not going to be up that way. So how would Colts Nation and how would the No Horsing Around family feel if they don't and they roll with him as a backup quarterback the following season, right? How do you feel about it? Do you think he is anything more than just a backup? Do you think he has the potential to be more? Or do you just like the idea of having him be a solid backup, potentially a practice squad player, right? I want to hear from you guys. I want to know what you guys legitimately think. A lot of talk on Twitter and on YouTube and on the channel. There's a lot of people overreacting to how he played. That, oh, he's the next QB1. That is not what this is saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm curious to get the bead on and get the pulse from Colts Nation and the No Horsing Around family is what is his ceiling? What is his mark? Where do you foresee him being? Do you even think he makes the team this season? Do you think that they carry three quarterbacks? Do you think he's gone? I want to hear from you guys. Drop it in the comments. Let me know. Okay. As always, you guys, please, please, please like, share, subscribe, comment, all those great things. I want to hear from you guys because I want to see what you guys think. Okay. Like Zach always says, we talk to you guys. We want your guys' feedback. I want to hear your feelings on this guy specifically. Me personally, I mean, I don't mind tucking him away and seeing what he does. I know what Nick Foles' ceiling is a backup. I know people are going to say he went to the Super Bowl, but I know what it is. I'll take Sam Ehlinger as the backup, and let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens over the next year. Let's see what happens over the next couple preseason games. But I specifically want to know what you guys think, where your headspace is. So drop it in the comments and let me know. Okay. I always end these things the same way that I always do. Zach ends them the same way he always does. I love you. Zach loves you. I'm out.